as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Once again, Judkins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And I love watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun. Townsend. Now he's going to step up and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. The Browns at 500 hit 6 and 6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Townsend to the right side and intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. They'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they get back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
He stiff arms it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. they'll let him dink and dunk all day long.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Stephanie! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready,
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Again, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens had 6 to their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk Buffalo 18.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Townsend. He finds his man. Complete. That's Weaver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Townsend.
He'll try and do this himself. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Jenkins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
second and goal from the 6 this time.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On the jump.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Ready. Cut.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard
line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That's going deep for Bateman. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Piñeiro sets to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson. Complete to Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He loses the football. And that ball popped free. You can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are learning every one of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
An inside run with Jenkins.
Past the 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go play action with Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Huck.
Operating from the gun, Townsend.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bronco 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
To throw is Jackson.
On target to his man, Likely.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
No, we changed it.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Browns 14. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here we go. Scott. 60 by
Give up the middle. Judkins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He was taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19.
On the handoff, this is Judkins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second down, goal to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll give it to Judkins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll give. Here's Judkins.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
70.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
The Browns will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A couple nights from defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Now Jackson.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down. 10 yards to go.
No, we changed it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Pass complete. It's likely.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Browns, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't never been a skate town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the
Zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. You were choosing in the parking lot. I would look at two, keep my number locked. I make me on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I only come on. Hit Cat on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat, slide, it's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me, they don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west, and they from the east, and all white tees, looking like sheep. I don't even wanna give sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes, and talking about west end, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Portland, bro, where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to skate town. On national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles. Gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to skate zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'm a pack a Carlo. I'ma take the grams and meet tomorrow. Bring it,